for it again. Cuts back in the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown. Rocks.
For throws to the corner of the end zone. Wide open diving catch. Football fans, welcome into Daytona Municipal Stadium in beautiful Daytona, Florida for the 2025 Georgia versus Florida High School Showcase. Brought to you by Showtime Prep. We're here looking over the stadium, home of Bethune-Cookman. And you're watching it exclusively on the Quick Cut Sports Network. I'm Bobby Allen alongside Adam Black. Our cam op for the day, Ben in the house as well, and we're ready for a little showcase, Adam. This should be fun, man, because you know, regardless of anything else that's happened this season, you got states that represent each other that have a lot of heritage, a lot of history, and quite frankly, really good football.
Absolutely. I was just about to say, this isn't your typical all-star game. This time, there's some bragging rights up for grabs between these two teams and these two states that are widely regarded as some of the best states in the country, especially when it comes to football.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And just take a look at any recruiting list for the last 20 years, and both of these schools are going to be probably in the top 5, I would imagine. We anticipate this game to be no different. Actually, very excited for the sunshine today. A little chilly. Probably won't get I doubt it'll get over 60 today. Maybe in the sun, but good weather for these guys to be out here grinding it out on the football field.
Yeah, these are usually the months these guys are used to not playing football.
Yep.
Used to sitting around a little bit, but you're for them to get out here. And another thing about these games, it's another chance to put the pads on and show what you can do.
You know, that's a great point. There's always an opportunity to be seen again, right? And this is just another one of those opportunities that you have a chance to maybe do something that gets you that phone call, that gets you that coach's attention, that one extra. You never know. You just never know.
Yeah, and the way that these games are played, like scheme-wise, offensively and defensively, it's you know, especially when it comes to the pass game, it's all just quick stuff. Get your guys out in space and just see what they can do.
Yeah, and you know, you and I talked about this when we did games earlier this season. How these all-star games kind of how they transpire, and practice is important. But to me, this is just my take on this. Practice is important, not for schematics in this case, but I need my guys to work well together.
Yes.
If they click, I can implement a very simple playbook for this game and be effective. That was a dart. Great catch, great throw, great hit. Now that was a nice hit, and folks will tell you straight up front, the rosters that we have are in no order, so we will get you names as quickly as humanly possible. Number 3 with a huge tackle on that last play, but that is going to be enough for a first down on that running play. Now I have it at the 34. Let's see what they dial up here. Joseph Glennon handling quarterback duties for Team Florida, who is in the white uniforms, if you're just joining us. Georgia in the red tops. But Glennon in their quarterback to get things started. Joseph Glennon, 6'1", 195, plays his high school ball at Alonzo, or played at Alonzo. They got a walkie for no gain. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Feeling out process on the first possessions in games like these more than any other, I think. Simple play. Keep it simple.
Yeah,
nice game.
Yeah, that's all you're going to see pretty much all day is these simple plays. You never know, though. The coaches could wrinkle a little something in there, pull something out of the back pocket.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on one of those All-Star games where it comes out right off the bat. They're trying to go 90 down the field in a big bomb. You know what I mean? Like crazy, throw it out the window kind of stuff.
But right now, again, they're going back to the run game here. Just a deuce look. They're just keeping it simple, just seeing what guys can do. And pretty much everybody is going to be in like a one-on-one situation for the most part. You're not going to see, when it comes to D-line, you're not going to see a lot of crazy stunts. When it comes to the passing game, you're going to see a lot of man coverage. It's really just getting these guys one-on-one, seeing what they can do individually.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely right. And particularly as it relates to schematics in an All-Star game, it's showcasing talent. And that can be said for the line play. Those guys are there. Do your job, make your blocks, do it effectively, and it's going to be noticed. This time, Glennon will have a single receiver up top, 2 on the near side, single man in the backfield. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to stretch him out. He shows a little nimbleness there. He's able to pick up the first down and get all the way inside Georgia territory at the 48. Nice decision.
Yeah, just about to say a great decision there by the quarterback. And that's the other thing, because it is, for the most part, going to be man coverage. That opportunity for the quarterback to run out of the backfield is going to be wide open on a lot of these plays today, you'll see.
Yeah, and we're going to see, that's a great point. We're going to see a lot of opportunity for Glennon to make those decisions. So far, so good. 3 wide again. Looking downfield, that one's incomplete. A little contact around the 25. No foul, inadvertent contact.
Yeah, unfortunately, Xavier cocking the intended target there. He's got a little tripped up downfield.
Running back that time, number 10, Gutierrez from Haggerty.
That was Kenley Neal that he got tangled up with. But, yeah, that was one of those one of the first passing plays we've seen today. And that one, they were trying to go up that left seam there on the crossing route to the tight end, but he's got a little tangled up there at the top of the route.
Nice looking throw, though. Nice looking release from Glennon. Brings up 3rd and 5. So far, so good on this opening drive for Team Florida. That one's going to be blown dead for a gain of 1 up to the 41. Several Georgia All-Stars in on that stop. He stayed home, made a good block. Good read.
Yeah, it was a good job by Antoine Brown there for Georgia, coming off that right edge and just making an easy stop. Didn't shoot in there too hard, didn't, play too hard to the outside, perfectly stayed home like you said.
Don't overcomplicate it. Sometimes it's just simple works. Pitch. And again, good defense. They're going to be a yard short. Great job by Georgia's defense stopping that drive. So now it'll be Georgia's opportunity with the football, see if they can produce some points on their opening drive. Clock stops at 6:59, first quarter. Hey, good, positive first down play. Gain of 4.
And that's just a tough 4 yards to start the drive here for Georgia.
Handoff again, and this time Florida gets into the backfield. But a nice second effort, gets a couple of yards. Tough run. Will Rajecki 5'11", 195. Played his high school ball at Sequoia. Several Sequoia players represented here. Also Maddox Walker. They'll keep it up the middle again. Nice slippery move, getting through two would-be tacklers and then lowering the shoulder. Love the anticipation of the contact. That was incredible. That'll get people fired up. Mr. Joshua Troop, 5'11", 208 pounds, out of Richmond Hill. And with that, we got a timeout. We'll step away. Don't go anywhere. 5.5 to play in the first quarter. This is the Georgia-Florida High School Showcase on the Quick Cut Sports Network.
Are you familiar with Quick Cut? Our platform and mobile app cover every sport you know. You can share and capture video and highlights with your team, coaches, or relatives. Our editor allows both athletes and coaches to build highlight reels to send to college recruiters. Our coaching and messaging tools help coaches coach and players learn. Visit our website, www.quickcut.com, to sign up for a free trial or call us to set up a demo at 407-768-2011.
Welcome back into Daytona Stadium. It was a beautiful Sunday. BA, Adam Black, BA and AB here with you today. Shout out to Ben, our cameraman extraordinaire, high above Daytona Stadium today as we watch Team Florida try to play a little defense here. And they had the ball first. Were able to get the ball into Georgia territory. Fortunately for them, turned it over, and now Georgia has an opportunity to do the same. They are now in Florida territory. And they'll have a 2nd and 10. Quarterback in for Team Georgia, number 6, Joshua Hopkins, 5'10", 175, out of Johns Creek. Trips to the near side as he looks that way, throws that way, dart. Great concentration on the catch all the way down inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. That was an exceptional catch. Ibarachukwu Bailey out of Chattahoochee. 6 feet, 164. That was an incredible catch. The concentration.
Yeah, you said the concentration. To stick with that bobbled play there by Bailey and bring it in for a first down for Georgia.
There's one way to get into the backfield. Great job by Florida's defense. Wow. He gave Hopkins no time. Hopkins with an initial spin move. Tried to go back the other direction, and boy, he was met. J.J. Mercer. Wow.
And that's the pressure that the Florida defense so far hasn't really had much of. They finally get into the backfield during that drop back and bring them down for a big sack.
That was huge. And don't think for a second they're not going to keep it coming either. Here they come again. Hopkins off the back foot. Great throw, great catch at the 10, and he is going to go. No flags. Touchdown, Georgia. Listen, those were two outstanding throws. One with a great concentration catch, and that throw right there for the touchdown.
We're on Darius Lewis taking that one to the house. I didn't see who it was, but I at first thought that ball was going to go to the receiver that was just deeper than him, and Lewis comes in, swoops up, makes the catch, and takes it up the left sideline.
I did too, man. I was watching the over-the-top guy, and I thought, oh, my gosh, it's going to be close. And then here he came swooping in. Beautifully designed play because, obviously he had two opportunities there. Kick is up. Kick is good. Our score with 3:43 to play in the first. It is Georgia 7, Florida 0.
If you want to measure performance, you have to have stats. These stats should be done for every game so that you can measure improvement. You can either do them yourself or let Quick Cut do them for you. Quick Cut offers a 12 or 24-hour turnaround for stats in all the major sports. Quick Cut Stats also allows you to focus on a certain athlete or the entire team. Visit our website, www.quickcut.com, to sign up for a free trial or call us to set up a demo at 407-768-2011.
Back here at Daytona Municipal Stadium, Bobby Allen, Adam Black, appreciate you tuning in here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. A little chilly up here on the open deck as we got our space heater in play this morning. Florida will get the football back. This will be their second possession of the ball game after making it into Georgia territory on their first run at it, but being snuffed out. And boy, what a response by Team Georgia. They didn't waste any time.
Indeed, they didn't. They drove right down the field, and on that touchdown play, Florida was running a too-high look for most of that drive, so they go to the dig route, and Lewis takes it to the house to end off the drive.
Very, to me at least, contrasting styles to start the game. You had Florida very methodical on that first drive, keeping it on the ground, but Georgia did what I was hoping we'd see. That's kind of going for broke, and you saw a lot of urgency on that drive. And that much urgency early, that can bode very well. Georgia's stretching it out, not allowing anything on the near side. They're actually going to give them a yard on that play just inside the 20. It's about the hardest yard you're going to see.
So they go a little bit into the bag of tricks there for that one. Little pitch underneath to the tight end. But obviously the Georgia defense had that well snuffed out. Like you said, only a gain of a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up here for Florida.
And listen, the defense got there so quick, I didn't even see the yard. I'll be honest. He was hit and pushed back so quickly. See what Florida does here with two receivers top of the screen. Pressure comes. He's got to go. Nice throw over the top. Has a man. Oh, my goodness. Had it in his basket. Oh, they'll want that one back. Coverage was there. Good effort. But that one, unfortunately, falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a great job by Jaden Hare to stay with the route and play all the way through the end of the play.
Yeah.
He got his hands in there, was able to break that one up. Also do want to mention that was a nice throw there by Joseph Glennon, and an even better pocket presence to get that one off in the first place. You saw him step up as he had that space in front of him.
You can see he felt
yes,
them coming.
Yep.
That was that sixth sense, if you will. I like the active movement on the defensive line. What I'm seeing out of Georgia, that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down out to the 35. Nice play, nothing fancy, and it works to perfection.
Yeah, it's an easy pitch and catch there for Florida. Kind of saw the somewhat soft coverage you see on this near sideline here. He's playing about 7-8 yards off that DB.
Glennon having to run for his life here. Throws it off the back foot. Has a man caught at midfield. I'll tell you right now, Glennon has an incredible ability to make the most out of nothing. That's impressive.
It's Terrence Simmons Jr. there with the catch. And, a little bit of a scramble drill there.
Yeah.
And good job by both Glennon and Simmons, to make that play happen.
Minute 34 to go in the first. We will step away. Time out on the field. Got a good one. 7-0. Georgia with the lead. Back in a moment. Quick Cut Sports Network. Back with you out of the timeout, as that last play saw Glennon make an extraordinary throw downfield, finding his target as he had to rush out of the pocket. Pressure came from both ways. Did a great job spinning, finally moving to his left. Boy, and he had to fire that one on the run, cross body as he headed to the sideline. Not an easy throw at all. Great job by the receiver, as you mentioned, staying with it, watching the play break down, and being available. This time, however, Glennon unable to escape the pressure of the Georgia defense, and there was a host of players in the backfield with red jerseys on.
Yeah, I mean, the Georgia D-line, they've been getting back there most of these plays, but they finally able to bring them down. That time, there's nowhere to really go for Glennon on that play.
Jamez Irby, number 0, is in there. Also active, Braden Robertson, 5'10", 200 out of Centennial. They were 2 of the gentlemen making life miserable on that play for Mr. Glennon in the backfield. Second and long. Oh, bad snap. Lucky that one was collected. Good concentration by Glennon, saving as much as he possibly could on that one. Obviously, it will go down as a loss all the way back near the 40. However, you still have the football. That could have very easily been Georgia ball in your field possession.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great job by Glennon to just protect the football.
Yep.
And I feel like Glennon, for those last couple of plays, kind of had to just protect himself and on that play protect the football. So unfortunately, just unfortunate couple of snaps there for Glennon. So that's going to end the first quarter. 7-0. Georgia leads it. And we will be right back right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network.
We recognize that transitioning your program to new software can be very challenging. However, with QuickCut, this process is simply seamless. Our team will facilitate the transfer of all your film and playbook plays into the QuickCut platform for you. We provide comprehensive onboarding for you and your staff, allowing you to concentrate on the game rather than navigating a new system. Should any questions arise, our support team is ready and willing, and they are available via phone, chat, or email to assist you. More coaches than ever are making the switch to QuickCut. So please give us a call. We're confident you will not regret it.
Start of the second quarter here in Daytona. Beautiful Sunday. Mild temperatures. It's been a little cool the last couple days. Started out this morning, low 40s. So we're creeping towards 60, I believe. That's perfect weather for this game. Certainly appreciate you tuning in here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. I'm BA alongside Adam Black. And it is Florida football. They're facing a challenge here with third and a very long. Pressure comes again. Glennon have to run for his life. Somehow gets away from that defender. Has to make the absolute most of it. Does take another loss, and they'll have to punt this one away. Georgia was relentless.
Yeah, it's just another one of those plays there for Glennon. I feel like he's, like you said, running for his life on that play. In the last couple of snaps, just had to take what he could get, which was nothing really, but great job.
There wasn't even time for him to even attempt to look at his progressions.
Yeah, it's a great pursuit by the Georgia defense to get to him.
So, Florida, for the second time, is stopped. Had greater success on the first drive than they did on this one. And Georgia will get the football back, holding a 7-0 lead. Jaden Hare, 5'7", 135, out of South Effingham. He'll stand at about the 31 for the return. Nice spiraling punt Beautiful punt, actually. That's going to be caught at the 26, and that's where Georgia will have it, 1st and 10, on what will be their second possession of this showcase. It'll be interesting to see, because the defense for Georgia has produced another stop, how aggressive the offense is going to be for Georgia, having already scored on your first possession and done it in pretty impressive fashion, wasting really no time.
Yep.
Are they going to continue that intensity on offense? It'll be interesting to see if they change their attack here.
I'm going to lean towards no, because especially with this being an all-star game, they're going to have new guys in almost every drive here, so they're going to want to get their guys the football.
Yeah, and either one of these teams are probably going to want to hang 100 on the other, right? Yeah. Nice solid first down pickup on that play as they start on the ground.
Maddox Waller there on the carry. He's actually listed as a fullback / tight end.
Colby Martin in at quarterback on this series out of Sequoia as well. Oh, nice play. Met absolutely immediately. Number 16 for Florida. And that's an Apopka man. I'm thinking he's got an Apopka helmet.
Yeah, Trevin Williams.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Stuck him.
Trevin Williams. He played in the game catching the punts. Remember?
Oh, yes.
He was our guy
Yep.
that did so well retrieving punts. Trevin Williams. I knew I recognized him.
Trevin Williams can do it all.
Yep. Well, again, here he is. And that was the Cure game, obviously. Did well enough to be represented there, and obviously he has done enough to be recognized and get an opportunity in this game as well. Good player. And we have movement. And that is going to give the first down to Georgia. See if they use the same formation. They had trips on the near side, single receiver up top. They are indeed going to line up the same, single man in the backfield. Again, Colby Martin in at quarterback. Martin forced to run. Williams on his tail. And he has to sling that one out of play.
Yeah, it's just a great job all around, top to bottom there for the Florida defense on that play. Cover 3 look. Everything down deep was well covered by this Florida defense, and the D-line obviously gets to him enough to flush him out to his right and force him to throw away the football.
Yeah, that's how important that pressure is in somebody like Trevin Williams and company. You know, if they can get that initial push, just make life chaotic. That's all they need. Handoff near side and unable to turn the corner or bounce it back up at the hash. Way to stretch it out there by the Florida defense again. Ball in the hands of Anthony Smith, A.J. Smith as he's known, out of Lowndes, 5'9", 170.
Yeah,
snap low again. This time they're able to get the pass away up the far side. Nice pass catch. Nice gain. They'll be about 3 yards shy.
Sorry, Bobby, at the end of that play there, I meant to say Lowndes, a great program.
Yes.
They've got a few state championships under their belt. What's funny about this, he's got one of his rivals, Elijah Lewis, playing with him from Valdosta.
And that's another interesting thing to think about in games like this, and we saw it in the Cure game.
Yep.
You saw guys that have played together their entire career or against each other their entire career, all of a sudden have to learn to get along.
Yeah, that Lowndes-Valdosta rivalry is huge down there in South Georgia. I've never seen a high school stadium so packed for those two games.
If you've ever been on I-75, you see the stadium right off the interstate, folks, as you go through Valdosta. And you can see all the state championships right there in front of you. There's a first down straight ahead, nothing fancy. Moving the chains again. Right now, Georgia has momentum.
Yeah, that's a Waller. They got him listed as a fullback, and he is running like one. I will say he's had some tough runs early on here for Georgia as they go right back to him.
Why not? This one, a little tougher sledding on the right side. Good defense there by Team Florida, and it's starting to get a little chippy.
That's my bad, Bobby. They actually go back to Rajecki on this play.
Yep.
Went to Waller on the last play, but they are doing a good job mixing this backfield up here for Georgia. I mean, you'll see Waller, who we mentioned moments ago, he's taking snaps kind of at that wing back position and sometimes as a halfback. So I like what they're doing with him.
Yeah, no, and now they're going to go with Troop right back in there. Capable shifty back. Martin looking for something, forced out of play. He'll have to take the loss, minimal loss. But you live to fight another day. It's actually going to be a loss of about 3. It looks like they're going to mark him at about the 43. And we have a timeout. 5:44 to play in the first half. We've got a 7-0 score line. Georgia with the lead, and they have the football. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Quick Cut Sports Network.
We've rebuilt, redesigned, and reimagined the Quick Cut mobile app. Everything your coaching staff and athletes need for easy and accessible film review. View stats, add telestrations, and build highlights on the go. Whether it's on the bus to the away game or on the sideline, the new and improved Quick Cut mobile app gives you the data you need in an instant. Head to our website, quickcut.com, to request a demo and view the platform. Make the switch and experience the difference with Quick Cut.
Welcome back in to the Georgia-Florida High School Showcase here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. Bobby Allen alongside Adam Black. And this throw is going to be bobbled and dropped. Thrown a little bit behind his intended target, number 24, Mr. Darling, 5'10", 165, also out of Sequoia. That's the 4th Sequoia player that we have talked about today.
Yeah, I mean, Darling should have brought that one in, but like you said, it was thrown a little behind. He was on the dragger out there. They kind of found that soft spot where he had some running room as well, but unfortunately just could not bring it in.
Yeah. So, for Florida, they got a big stop because as quickly as Georgia scored their first possession and the way this drive started, it appeared as though they were going to threaten again, but hey, great job digging in by the Florida defense. Trevin Williams making a living in the backfield a few times, and that's the difference. And now Florida will have an opportunity with what I think is a little bit of momentum back in their direction, just because you got a good stop and you got an opportunity to tie this thing up going into halftime. Had some great college football playoff games this week. Really couldn't ask for anything better. Hope the championship game with Ohio State and Notre Dame is as entertaining as the semis. Throwing on first down here for Florida, and that's a beautiful pass thrown right in a perfect location for his man to collect that ball. That was a lovely weighted pass. Xavier Cocking?
Yeah, he's the tight end on the corner out there. And I'm just going to be honest, as a DB, sometimes you just flat out don't expect that.
Mm-hmm. Back-to-back. Nice, clean, easy passes and catches to start this drive. We're going to give him, we'll give him 6 on that one. Unofficially.
That was Hudson Hamilton with the catch.
4 wide this time, looking to throw downfield. Has a man, and that's going to be caught. No, he didn't get it. Oh, my God, I thought he got it.
Almost. I
Boy,
think it
that
just
was close.
I think it just went through his arms and hit the ground there.
Great effort. Nice ball, too, right? Nice route, nice ball. Don't be surprised if they don't revisit that. Circle back around to that one.
Going back to that last play, Bobby, I just realized who Hudson Hamilton was. I actually coached him in his flag days.
No.
Over at the Elderberry Flag Football League.
No.
I'm serious.
How cool is that? See? Looking to throw again. This one over the middle. Nice catch because he knew a defender's coming. You know one's coming. So the concentration, those kind of, I know it goes overlooked a lot, but that play in particular, I appreciate the receiver making that play because too often you see a drop there because there's just for that moment, they're looking at the defender. Timeout called. We will step away. 4 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the first half. Got a good one. Don't go anywhere.
Are you familiar with Quick Cut? Our platform and mobile app cover every sport you know. You can share and capture video and highlights with your team, coaches, or relatives. Our editor allows both athletes and coaches to build highlight reels to send to college recruiters. Our coaching and messaging tools help coaches coach and players learn. Visit our website, www.quickcut.com, to sign up for a free trial or call us to set up a demo at 407-768-2011.
Welcome back in. Georgia-Florida High School Showcase. Very proud to be bringing it to you right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful Sunday. Right now, Florida has the football with an opportunity to tie this game. Here's a throw downfield, dangerous, and that is going to be picked off. Receiver fell, little contact, ball underthrown, and just like that, the momentum that Florida got from the stop is evaporated.
Yeah, Daniel Diggs dropping back to pick that one off, and that's just not a good throw by Glennon. I mean, it was basically triple coverage at that point. Once the linebacker, Daniel Diggs, who ultimately got the interception, dropped off at that point, that play just completely taken away. I will say, though, it was 4th down from around the, what was it, the 45, I believe, in their own end. So kind of works out a little bit for them.
Not terrible.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because based on what we've seen in the punting department, field position-wise, it wasn't a pick six. Here comes Team Georgia again. That's good defense on first down by Team Florida, giving chase. Joshua Hopkins back in at quarterback.
So that was supposed to be a slip screen there to the running back. I'm not sure if the running back just didn't get out enough or in time, but either way, that Florida front was back there pretty damn quick.
They were right there. He didn't have a chance to do much. Hopkins is going to have trips on the near side this time. Single receiver, top of your screen. Single man in the backfield. Pressure again. Trevin Williams this time. Throw is on the way and caught all alone. Catch made by Ibarachukwu Bailey. I'm going to tell you right now, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, but I believe it is Ibarachukwu Bailey. Timeout on the field. So we will step away. Georgia threatening. Back in a moment, right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network.
If you want to measure performance, you have to have stats. These stats should be done for every game so that you can measure improvement. You can either do them yourself or let Quick Cut do them for you. Quick Cut offers a 12 or 24-hour turnaround for stats in all the major sports. Quick Cut Stats also allows you to focus on a certain athlete or the entire team. Visit our website, www.quickcut.com, to sign up for a free trial or call us to set up a demo at 407-768-2011.
Coming back after the timeout, Georgia with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Wasting no time on the long play downfield, the catch by Ibarachukwu Bailey. Here's another throw out of the backfield, catch made at the 5, and that is a touchdown. Boy, oh boy, when they're given an opportunity, this Georgia club wastes no time.
Yeah, so the Florida linebackers brought pressure, which left Rajecki, the running back, open on the wheel route, and he took it to the house. And I didn't see who it was, but a great upfield block to get that DB, to spring that one loose for Rajecki.
Yeah, listen, you said it. He found the space out of the backfield in the location they wanted him. Defense didn't see it. He made the rest happen.
And there's also just a good read there by Hopkins, because the second you see that pressure come, you're looking at your running back, because the first guy to cover your running back out of the backfield is that outside linebacker that's shaded, or it can be the middle, but whoever's shaded to that side with the running back.
Yeah. And a lot of times you don't see much time for that decision to even be made. So, yeah, great point. Very good job by Hopkins. Recognizing the pressure, how it was coming, from where, and making the most of it, and they're up 14-0. So far, so good here in this first half for Team Georgia. And it's not that Florida has not had opportunities. They've had the ball in Georgia territory twice in this game, but have come up short.
And going back to that play there, plays like that is when you'll see those running backs on the angle routes or the Texas routes, they call them as well, just being wide open over the middle of the field, and you wonder what's happening.
Yep.
That's why, because that linebacker, they're blitzing, they're vacating that space for him.
Yep.
That time was a wheel route there for Rajecki.
That's the chance you take.
Yep.
Simply put. Nice leg. That one's going to cruise through the back of the end zone, and Florida will have the football back. See if they can put together a drive here. They've got a shade under 3.5 minutes to do it before we get to intermission. And again, obviously more than capable. Last possession saw them throw it away. So we'll see what adjustments they make here, because they have a real opportunity to get some of that momentum back, and they need it right now.
Yeah, I mean, they showed some good signs of life on that drive, but it eventually just stalled out near midfield.
Again, pressure comes, and that's a nice decision for a gain of about 5. Glennon started the game at quarterback for Team Florida. Back in again.
And it just seems to me like he is just not liking what he's seeing. I mean, on the last drive, and ending with an interception, kind of just putting that one up for grabs, basically.
He just has no time.
Yeah.
He has not had any time to operate at all. And you know that's frustrating as it can be. Got a bunch formation, top of the screen. Again, he's forced to roll near side so quick. Heaves it this way, and a good effort, but pass to no avail. That'll bring up third down. Or no, that'll be, yeah.
And if that pass was just a few more yards inside,
I think that's good.
there could have been a real chance to haul that one in there by Chase White.
Yep.
Defensively there for Georgia, Jaden Hare was back there in coverage. He kind of left White there for a second, I guess, because he thought that ball was going to be a bit shorter than that, but that could have been dangerous for him if that ball was placed more inside.
Nice play right there, and that's going to be enough to move the sticks, which is exactly what they needed. Nice pass, and that time, Glennon had enough time, even that half second, he had enough time to get that pass out quick.
Yeah, we might see the play calling change a little bit here out of Florida, just make some quicker reads for Glennon to have.
Condense everything. Fresh set of sticks here, see what they do. Again, pressure comes from the edge. He's forced up the middle and now out of bounds. Give him a yard. And again, credit Georgia's secondary, because even on those broken plays where Glennon's scrambling, he is looking up, but coverage is good. They're not allowing anything to happen.
And on that play there, the Georgia linebackers were showing pressure, but they dropped off as soon as the ball was snapped, which kind of it almost takes away those first two reads you have over the middle, because when you see pressure, you're going to think, okay, maybe I can hit a quick slant or a quick curl over the middle here, but then once you see those guys drop, you think, oh no. I'm not going to throw that.
Your options start decreasing rapidly.
That's how you see a lot of interceptions thrown to linebackers over the middle. Once they drop off into that coverage, you're not exactly expecting it off your first read, and that's how a lot of interceptions get thrown.
Again, the pressure comes so fast. That's a good play across the middle. Catch made, room to operate at the 20. Touchdown, Florida. That might come back. And he was across the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass is going to bring that one back. Oh, what a heartbreaker for Team Florida.
Yeah.
They don't even realize it yet. They're just now realizing that does not count.
Man, Glennon.
Boy, what a tough break.
Yeah, it is, because Glennon finally had some room to step up in the pocket. Just did it a little too much before he got rid of that football.
And because of all that pressure, it changes the quarterback's thought process as to where you're at on the field, as to, those intricacies, and obviously we see it come back to bite him here. Unfortunate. Great play. I love that the receiver kept moving, followed Glennon once the play broke down, and hey, the yards after the catch were extraordinary. Could have been the highlight of the day. So Glennon will bring the play in, and let's see how Team Florida manages that emotional swing going from a touchdown to a 3rd and 14 in opponent territory, or in your own territory, excuse me. They'll go single receiver this time. Glennon with more time to operate, looks downfield again, has a man, and what a grab! That was perfect. Went after it on the high point, was well covered, and that did not matter.
Chase White climbs the ladder and brings it down. That ball was actually thrown just a little bit short there by Glennon, but a great job by Chase White to adjust to it and bring it in.
I thought for a moment that it had a chance of being picked off because it was underthrown. He did a fantastic job going up and over his defender. Look at this dart right over the middle, catch made, and they are going to score. Flag comes in. We'll see what the call. It's going to be a face mask. And that's going to be a touchdown. Great response. Sometimes that can be very difficult to balance those emotions in a situation like that. But, boy, to come back and do it back to back. Excellent.
Yeah, it was Xavier cocking there over the middle. He's been playing like a tight end so far this game.
They've utilized him perfectly.
They really have. That time he got lost in the seam of the defense and finally took one to the house.
Well, it's exactly what we said a few moments ago. How would Florida respond after giving up that second score? And they certainly showed us. Most importantly, they head into the locker room with a little better mind frame. So we await the kick to try to cut the Georgia lead in half, and they will do just that. Minute 12 to go. It is 14-7. Florida finally gets on the board. We'll take a quick break. Back in a moment here on the Quick Cut Sports Network.
We recognize that transitioning your program to new software can be very challenging. However, with Quick Cut, this process is simply seamless. Our team will facilitate the transfer of all your film and playbook plays into the Quick Cut platform for you. We provide comprehensive onboarding for you and your staff, allowing you to concentrate on the game rather than navigating a new system. Should any questions arise, our support team is ready and willing, and they are available via phone, chat, or email to assist you. More coaches than ever are making the switch to Quick Cut, so please give us a call. We're confident you will not regret it.
Welcome back. Beautiful Daytona Municipal Stadium as Florida finally gets on the board. I'm BA alongside Adam Black. Thanks so much for tuning in as the face mask penalty that happened in the end zone as they scored is going to be assessed on the kickoff, as you see. It's going to make it a little more difficult for Team Georgia. As you see, they're only able to get it out to about the 11. Flag comes in late. So not only did Florida get some momentum by splitting that lead in half, but depending on how this flag turns out, with the kickoff penalty yardage factored in, they have now put a lot of pressure on Georgia. And the Florida defense has an opportunity with a minute here to really mix things up. But that penalty is going to go against Florida, and it is going to help Georgia. Wow, that's big.
Yeah, it
that
really
takes
is.
them all the way out to the 26.
It basically negates the penalty that Georgia had on that touchdown play.
Wow. So, Team Georgia. Quarterback Colby Martin back in. He'll have two receivers each way. Fires low and away. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. No harm.
Yeah, they were looking for the breakout screen there. That's just one of those things where it goes back to, we say this a lot, it goes back to the short amount of time they have to prepare for these all-star games. Like the timing and everything on that play just has to be worked out so well for it to work on those kind of plays. And
especially consistently.
Yeah, they just haven't had that time to work with each other and figure that out.
They'll stick with two each way this time. Martin looking, firing across the middle, dangerous. Looking for Jason Williams, 5'9", 160 out of Westover.
Yeah, you said it. That is a dangerous throw. When you're throwing over the middle, you can't miss high. Because you know why? That's going to go right to your free safety or strong, whoever's out there.
Tip drill.
Yeah, you've got to hit low and inside when it comes to these
Yeah.
throws, these digs, these drag routes over the middle you'll see. Short crossers, whatever it may be, they've just got to.
They're going to load the top of the screen this time. Martin has to escape the pocket, fires again dangerously. Had two receivers in the vicinity. Couldn't find either one of them. And just like that, Georgia is facing a 4th down. And there are still 44 seconds to go, and Florida's going to get the ball back. This could be very interesting.
Yeah, it just went back to the scramble drill there on that play. The receivers did a good job of kind of stopping on their route to get open, but just an inaccurate throw.
Here's the punt. Nice one again. Fielded cleanly at the 35, and a room to run up the near side. And they just might make it interesting. What a return. And they're going to have outstanding field position at the 36-yard line. The Georgia 36. All right. Excellent return.
And I'm surprised that's the first time we've seen a good return like that today, because with these punts, how they're playing punts today, because they're kind of doing no contact for the first part. Some weird kind of formations and lanes are created because of it. So I'm really surprised that's the first time we've seen a big return like that today.
That is a good point. Glennon back in. Single man in the backfield, looking left. Now turns his attention to the near side. Wants his man to go. Keeps it. Good decision. And it loses the football, but no harm. Gets it all the way up inside the 25.
So two things there for Glennon. The pump fake was what really set him free. I mean, he had his opponent almost jumping for joy there.
Beautifully done.
And then at the end of that play, that's exactly why you're told to tuck the ball to the outside arm, because when it gets hit, it's going right out of bounds.
Yep. Absolutely right. Looks like we have an injured Florida All-Star in that play, and that is Xavier Cocking. And so we definitely need to keep an eye on that, reaching for his hamstring as he made his way off the field. Meanwhile, 1st and 10, here is Glennon. Nice move to get away from the first rusher, but he's going to be bottled up and dropped back outside the 30. Loss of 9. Their pressure has been impressive. We have a timeout with 10 seconds to go in the first half. We will take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is the Quick Cut Sports Network.
If you want to measure performance, you have to have stats. These stats should be done for every game so that you can measure improvement. You can either do them yourself or let Quick Cut do them for you. Quick Cut offers a 12 or 24-hour turnaround for stats in all the major sports. Quick Cut Stats also allows you to focus on a certain athlete or the entire team. Visit our website, www.quickcut.com, to sign up for a free trial or call us to set up a demo at 407-768-2011.
Ten seconds to go here in the opening half of the Georgia-Florida High School Showcase 2025 iteration. 2 men in the backfield. 2nd down for Team Florida. Looking for points here before halftime. Pressure comes. Glennon escapes it, has a man, and misses it at the 1. Clock stops with 4 seconds left. It was there.
Man, it really was. Once Glennon started getting out of the pocket there, it freezes that DB for a second, and that's all he needed to get open, but
looks like we're going to have another timeout called. This one called by Georgia. We'll keep it here. 4 seconds to go before halftime. 14-7. Good game. Florida with a huge opportunity here. If they could come away with points to tie this game up going into the break.
Yeah, it's just a tough one for J.J. Mercer. He would have caught that right on the pylon.
Oh, man. At first, I actually thought the ball was going to be thrown farther out of bounds for whatever reason. But as the ball got closer to him, obviously I realized he's got a shot at this. And for all intents and purposes, probably should have hauled it in. But they get another shot. Looks like Glennon is going to have 3 in the backfield with him this time. That's a new look. Nope, they're going to send one off. So it'll be 2 receivers each way, 2 men in the backfield, at least for now. Nope, make it 1. 4 seconds. Here we go. Glennon forces himself out of the pocket, has to throw. It's going to be well short, and that is the way the first half will end in this Florida-Georgia High School Showcase. Adam, Georgia with a huge start to the game. Florida was able to get a touchdown, but they did enough to get some points and not looking at a shutout as you come out in the second half.
Yeah, I think so far the story of this game is this Georgia D-line. I mean, Glennon just has no time to throw the ball. That last play, as soon as he caught the ball in his hands, he instantly had to roll to his left, which is
it's just not what
it's
you
hard
want.
to throw like that. It's hard to make anything happen like that.
No, yeah, absolutely right. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. Second half coming up here in about 10 minutes. You're watching the 2025 Georgia versus Florida High School Showcase right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. Welcome back in to a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Daytona as we are watching the Florida-Georgia All-Star Showcase High School Edition. I'm BA alongside Adam Black. Thanks so much for tuning in. Big shout out to Ben on cam today for us. We got a 14-7 game. Georgia came out so hot, and their defense is, as you mentioned, Adam, the storyline, and I agree completely. The storyline has been their pressure, their relentless pressure.
Yeah, that Georgia defensive front lights out so far. And it seems like the Florida offensive line and the running backs, too, the running backs has to help with it, just really have not had an answer for it so far in this one.
Yeah, they really haven't.
We'll see what changes are implemented here in the second half. Obviously, coaches had some time to talk things over. Whatever it may be, whatever they need to do, we'll see if they can do in this half.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I always find that fascinating when we do these All-Star games because of all the other circumstantial things. You have these guys that have only been playing together on the same side of the football for 3 days, maybe 4. So there's all kinds of opportunity to simplify, to make it more complex, to tweak. Here's a running play. Okay, about 5. That's a solid first down pickup to get the second half underway. And it will be Joshua Hopkins to get things started again for Team Georgia. He led the way for them in the first half, first possession.
Oh, okay.
And there is Trevin Williams. My goodness. There was no chance for Hopkins. As again, the Apopka product just doing work.
And we were just talking about the Georgia defensive line. Don't count out the Florida defensive line. They've been playing pretty well themselves, I'd say.
And they've gotten better as the game's gone on. I think that's absolutely true. Hopkins pressured again, has to toss it up, and it is caught. It's going to be a minimal gain. But, boy, that could have gone the other way just as easily. Especially when you consider that down in distance and field position. Woo. So that'll bring up fourth down.
Jeffrey Jones, deep for Florida.
Jones is going to be back deep to receive the punt. Chase White also back deep for Team Florida as they look to open the second half. Hopefully for them with some points. We'll see what happens. Here's the return. Going east-west and trying to turn the corner. Does, and they're going to have great field position to get the second half started. Excellent job. So your defense for Florida comes out trailing by 7. You give up the football to start the second half, but your defense comes up big, and now they have given you excellent field position and an incredible opportunity to totally make this a tale of two halves from right now.
Yeah, no, it's a great job. Great start to the half there for Florida. Now let's just see if they can continue that momentum onto the offensive side of the ball, which is what they struggle with in that first half, I'd really say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no doubt. And it's due to all the things we saw. And that's just the pressure, the relentless pressure, forcing Glennon to have to make a decision to get out of the pocket way too soon. Pressure again comes right up the middle this time, and that pass is low. That pressure affects everything, even the most open looks. If you got that guy coming at you, what seems like 100 miles an hour at the time, it's going to affect your decision making and certainly could have an effect on accuracy, as we saw that pass hit the turf. 2 receivers each way. Again, unabated up the middle. Luckily for Glennon, he was able to get the pass out super quick. Did a great job there, and a nice catch and positive yards. But again, you see how fast he has to make a decision. He is forced. Simply put, he is being forced into making a decision, and has been.
Yeah, I mean, found his receiver there on the quick out, which usually a route that's open when you're man blitzing, but great job of the defender to stay tight and chase there and bring him down for a short gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down now for Florida.
Here's a nice little toss over the top, and that's going to be picked off. Flag lays at about the 25, but they're going to say that's a pick. That one was kind of just lofted up there ever so softly, and that's going to change because the flag is going to go against Team Georgia. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, right?
Yeah, and I mean, this Florida offense needs whatever they can get at this point. So that's a big break for him there.
Oh, huge break.
Glennon trying to drop that one in the gap between the corner and the safety there, but just hung it up a little bit too much.
So as you said, they'll take it however they can, and right now they'll take a 1st down and move themselves even farther into Georgia territory. Glennon, single man in the backfield. Rolls right, nice touch. Has his man. 1st down and more. Inside the 20, fighting for additional yardage. Still going. Give him the 15. Nice play. One of the best plays executionally that they've had all game.
And there, Florida taking advantage of what the Georgia offense did a couple possessions ago, finding the running back out of the backfield because, again, when that pressure comes, guess who's open?
Shows you what a luxury it is to have a capable back with good hands out of the backfield. Use them. This time, Glennon's got all kinds of time. Finally rolls to the near side. Receiver goes with him, corner of the end zone, and it's just thrown out of play ever so slightly. Great effort nonetheless. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 15. What a difference it makes in the way they're able to execute plays when Glennon has time.
Yeah, obviously that time he had to roll out of the pocket and find his way towards the left sideline, but I do like that throw there at the end. It was put in a spot where only his guy can get it. Unfortunately, couldn't come down with the catch a little bit too far outside there, but it's not a threat.
No.
You know, it's not there's no danger to that.
Yep. No, you're exactly right. As they call a timeout, we'll just keep it here. 7:23 to go here in the 3rd.
I mean, on plays like that, I think just most recently to Penn State against Notre Dame there when Drew Aller at the end of the game, he rolls out and just an awful mistake, throws it back across the middle of the field, which is just something you can't do.
That's it. And as we have seen all season, Notre Dame didn't need help. They're a good football team. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Florida threatening. Glennon surveys, forced right. Throws to the back of the end zone, and contact, and a penalty marker comes in. And that's going to give another huge break to Team Florida.
Indeed it is. I mean, there was just no need for that hit there at the end.
Didn't seem it. No, the pass was going to be in a tough spot anyway. But that's going to be a gift. Wrapped up nice and pretty with a bow for Team Florida. And they're going to march themselves all the way down inside the 10 now. 7.5 is the line of scrimmage. It'll be first and goal. Pitch near side. Great defense by Team Georgia. They read that absolutely from the word go.
And they were all over that one.
That'll go for a loss back outside the 10 at about the 12. They were not fooled, were they?
No, they weren't.
Not a bit.
And the other thing is, there's just nobody out there to block there for me on these stretch plays. You got to have your left or whatever side you're going to. That side of the line needs to reach block. You got to have either a fullback or a tight end, somebody out there to help block. But there's just nobody there for them as well. So credit the defense still, but that's just what needs to happen if Florida wants to have a chance at that play.
Quick hitter near side. Ball thrown a little too high. Pressure came again. Might have had a little bit of an effect on that ball. But that will bring up fourth down. And we're going to have a timeout called. We will step away. Back in a moment. Big fourth down coming up on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Quick Cut Sports Network.
We recognize that transitioning your program to new software can be very challenging. However, with Quick Cut, this process is simply seamless. Our team will facilitate the transfer of all your film and playbook plays into the Quick Cut platform for you. We provide comprehensive onboarding for you and your staff, allowing you to concentrate on the game rather than navigating a new system. Should any questions arise, our support team is ready and willing, and they are available via phone, chat, or email to assist you. More coaches than ever are making the switch to Quick Cut, so please give us a call. We're confident you will not regret it.
Here we go. A 30-yard field goal. Snap in the hole's good. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Not something you see often in an all-star showcase, but we do today. And that'll bring the score to 14-10 in favor of Team Georgia. They'll get the ball back when we come back.
If you want to measure performance, you have to have stats. These stats should be done for every game so that you can measure improvement. You can either do them yourself or let Quick Cut do them for you. Quick Cut offers a 12 or 24-hour turnaround for stats in all the major sports. Quick Cut Stats also allows you to focus on a certain athlete or the entire team. Visit our website, www.quickcut.com, to sign up for a free trial or call us to set up a demo at 407-768-2011.
So Team Florida able to put some more points on the board. Successful possession number 2 on the day. Field goal was the call this time. Plenty of leg, and it brings the game to a 4-point margin. Georgia's still with the lead. They will get the football. So far, Florida's had the advantage in the second half. They have outscored Georgia 3-0 so far and stopped Georgia on their first possession. See what happens here. Nice return up the far side. Smallest guy in the field making some people miss and getting out of bounds. Pretty decent field position to start.
4-yard line, on the 35. First and 10 for Georgia.
So Georgia will start this possession with Colby Martin, the Sequoia product. He and fellow Sequoia teammates Will Rajaki, Maddox Waller, and Brooks Darling And that handoff up the middle is met immediately by Mr. Trevin Williams. The pop command, picking up right where he left off after his appearance in the Cure All-Star game a couple of weeks ago that we had for you on the Quick Cut Sports Network.
Kobe Martin, quarterback for Georgia.
Handoff up the middle again. This one, similar result. That defensive line for Florida, as you said a few minutes ago, looking pretty good. And they've gotten better as this game's gone on. So a quick third down. Now the pressure's on. You can feel that Florida has done enough to capture some momentum, and they needed it.
Yeah, go back to what you just said. This D-line is finally finding their gaps to fit in through, finally finding which way to slant inside, which I think is such a big part of it, especially when it comes to the run game.
Nice easy pass to his teammate on the near side. I'm sure they've had plenty of opportunity picking up yards there. Maddox Waller, 6'3", 230. Nice target.
Yeah, he's kind of shown he can do it all so far in this game.
How about this?
They've had him in the slot. They've had him in the backfield. They've had him kind of like a wing tight end position as well. He's been all over the place.
Georgia line up to go for it here on 4th and 2. Handoff up the middle, and it is not going to happen. So on back-to-back defensive stance, the Florida defense has totally rewritten the script as to what we saw in the first half.
And guess who it was in there to make that stop again? Your man, the pop command.
That man can return a punt for me anytime. Pure game. They had a little competition where the linemen were receiving kickoffs, and he was perfect. Caught every one. Glennon drops back. Pass short. And again, the pressure making life uncomfortable. Two Georgia players in there real quick.
Yeah, still having a tough time to time up these screens. And I think it just goes back to what we said. They only have the time to work these out before this game.
Movement. Flag comes in on the near side. That will be offsides. I did see that. There's that aggressive nature that they played with all day. Hey, listen, this has been a really good game. I've been impressed with the performances. Over the last couple of years, we've, quite frankly, seen some all-star games that have just they just haven't panned out to be good football games, right? It's always nice when you have a good competitive game, and that's what we've got right here. Glennon drops back, fires over the top, good coverage. That one is incomplete. That's just a great football play all the way around.
Indeed it is.
Great. Nice pass, perfectly weighted. Receiver stayed with it, and the DB was step for step.
Yeah, Bailey was all over him. And see, that's that perfect line between contact and pass interference.
Yes. Contact's okay.
Yes. We're not playing patty cake.
No.
It's football. We're playing football.
We're wearing pads for a reason.
And he just did such a good job of staying right in that receiver's face and not letting him get his hands on the football.
Glennon forced to run for his life again, and this one's going to be blown dead. The pressure has just been absolutely relentless.
And that's really what that whole first half looked like for Florida.
Hadn't seen quite as much, at least to start the second half. What I mean by that is seeing Bailey on the run, or Glennon on the run.
Yep.
He hasn't been on the run like that in the second half until that play, really. When he has been on the run, he has had time to make a play. So Georgia's pressure forces a fourth down. Florida will have to punt.
And see, I want you to take a look at this here. This is what I was talking about earlier. You can see, you're seeing on a punt, they have everybody across the line, which is just not something you see with normal punts.
Sure.
Because, you know, they obviously need guys to protect, but they're not having them rush, you know.
This is and to your point, and when you said it, it really makes sense. That creates very unusual lanes and angles to return, which I think, quite frankly, increases the excitement.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But that time, the punt unit, great job all over him.
Played it perfect. And they've done exactly what the next best thing is pin Georgia deep. So now the pressure's back on Team Georgia with the football. Still holding a 4-point lead. A little over a minute 45 to go here in the third. You know, we talked about him a couple of different times during the course of the day, but Iberachukwu Bailey, number 1 for Georgia. He will be on the near side of the screen, lined up at wide receiver currently. He has been excellent today on both sides of the ball. Short gain on first down there. But he has been tremendous. Had an amazing bobbling catch in the first half to help get Georgia to a 14-0 lead, and made a play just a moment ago on defense on the other end. An excellent defensive play, as a matter of fact, preventing what could have been a touchdown pass from Team Florida. Pressure by Florida. Guess who? I don't even know how in the world he got that throw off. Joshua Hopkins, incredibly, as he was falling, somehow managed to get it away. Trevin Williams all over the place.
Yeah, he's just been a monster.
Wow.
On that interior for the Florida defense.
I'll tell you, wherever that young man continues his career, they're getting a good one. Hopkins stands in the shadow of his own goalpost this time. Fires it up the far side. The catch was made, clearly too far out of play, but a heck of an effort nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a great job to even haul that one in, actually, but yeah, ball placement was just a little bit too far in that left sideline. I mean, he could have maybe tried the toe tap, reach out for it, but I mean, he was just running too fast. I mean, he's just got a
momentum. Yeah. So listen, what we're seeing now is a complete reversal. Team Florida is going to have excellent field position. Obviously, if all things pan out how they typically would, they're going to have excellent field position and a great opportunity to potentially take a lead. This could very well be the best opportunity they've had all day. Fielded off to bounce. Fights through Two defenders at the 30. Nice return. Got some extracurricular activity and a push. Team Georgia is going to give up another 15.
Yeah, those are things that are just not needed, especially in a game like this. That punt was already short enough. Return puts it inside the 30-yard line. And now, like you said, you're going to give him an extra 15 yards.
I mean, it's going to be first and goal. If what I saw actually is what is called, it's going to be a personal foul. It's going to be 15 to Florida. There's a blatant push, just unnecessary in every way. That's a tough one for Team Georgia.
Dead ball, personal foul, Georgia. First down for Florida. That's the end of the quarter.
So with that, the clock has hit zeros. However, still waiting on an indication on what they're going to call. You know what? We're going to go to break. We'll let them sort it out because it's not going to happen until after the fourth quarter starts anyway. So, oh, wait, here we go. It is going to be a dead ball personal foul. And it's going to be the best opportunity Florida's had yet to take the lead. We'll be back. You're watching the Quick Cut Sports Network.
We recognize that transitioning your program to new software can be very challenging. However, with Quick Cut, this process is simply seamless. Our team will facilitate the transfer of all your film and playbook plays into the Quick Cut platform for you. We provide comprehensive onboarding for you and your staff, allowing you to concentrate on the game rather than navigating a new system. Should any questions arise, our support team is ready and willing, and they are available via phone, chat, or email to assist you. More coaches than ever are making the switch to Quick Cut, so please give us a call. We're confident you will not regret it.
Well, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. And after that penalty against Team Georgia, it's going to be first down and 10 for Florida at about the 13. And just like that, we're going to have another timeout call. So we'll step away. Don't go anywhere.
We've rebuilt, redesigned, and reimagined the Quick Cut mobile app. Everything your coaching staff and athletes need for easy and accessible film review. View stats, add telestrations, and build highlights on the go. Whether it's on the bus to the away game or on the sideline, the new and improved Quick Cut mobile app gives you the data you need in an instant. Head to our website, quickcut.com, to request a demo and view the platform. Make the switch and experience the difference with Quick Cut.
Now we're ready to play some football. Team Florida with an opportunity to take a lead, and they're going to go for it on the first play. And did he get a foot in? I think he did. Touchdown, Florida. What a grab. Boy, oh boy.
What a grab.
Was that Chase?
That was Chase White.
Man, oh man.
They have been looking for him this whole game, finally connecting big time in the end zone. And that's a well-placed ball there by Glennon. I feel like he's been struggling a little bit when it's come to that today, but he finally finds his mark with White. on the right side of the end zone. Perfectly placed. Nobody else could get to it besides White, which is exactly what he's been needing to do today.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. I love the aggressive play call to go for it right out of the timeout as we await the extra point. The snap rolled past the holder. And it's good. So, most importantly, Team Florida has taken their first lead of the game. What a change. We'll take a break. 11:52 to play. Back in a moment. You're watching the Quick Cut Sports Network.
Are you familiar with Quick Cut? Our platform and mobile app cover every sport you know. You can share and capture video and highlights with your team, coaches, or relatives. Our editor allows both athletes and coaches to build highlight reels to send to college recruiters. Our coaching and messaging tools help coaches coach and players learn. Visit our website, www.quickcut.com, to sign up for a free trial or call us to set up a demo at 407-768-2011.
Welcome back in. Quick Cut Sports Network. Fourth quarter, 11:52. And we've got a great game, 17-14. Florida, after trailing 14-0, have rattled off 17 unanswered. Georgia looking for a response. Great return. And they're going to have great field position all the way out near midfield. Nice return by Bailey there. Georgia has been aggressive on offense when they've been given the opportunity. The last few possessions, though, Florida's defensive line has been the story. Fumble on the play, but it will be recovered by Georgia. They'll pick up about 4 yards. Yeah, give them 3. Colby Martin back in at quarterback for Team Georgia. He'll have Joshua Troop in the backfield on this play. Trips to the near side. Nice decision. Martin finally hit and brought down, but he gets inside the 40 and moves the chains. Give credit to Colby Martin because that time Trevin Williams and company got pressure. Martin just made a great decision on the keeper.
Yeah, he's got a great burst of speed, Martin does. I mean, we haven't had the chance to see it yet today.
Yeah. Martin has to go right this time. Floats one over the top on the run. A little too much, though. But we got a flag come in. Flag late. I think there was a little contact, a little hold, a jersey grab coming down the sideline well before the ball even got near them. So they'll walk this off. Line of scrimmage will now be the 27. They'll keep it on the ground this time. Gain about 5 more, maybe more. I think they're going to give him about 6, maybe 7. Nice first down yardage.
4 yards on the play.
A.J. Smith. New look. Pressure. Martin. Hey, he's going to take what the defense gives him. First down and more. Gets out of play at the 11. Nice decision again by Colby Martin.
First and 10 from the 11.
Tough running. Picking up 4 more.
Handoff to Will Rejecki.
Rejecki's been so good. He is so tough. Downhill runner 100% of the time. Loves contact. Four wide.
And quarterback for
25 seconds to go.
number 3.
Florida trailing 28-17. Threatening, though. Firing to the end zone. Catch. Touchdown. Kills the clock at 19. Chase White with a nice grab. Nice route there as well. Is there confusion? Almost seemed like there was confusion on the catch, whether it was a touchdown or not. Yeah, it seems as it was, yes. So 28-23.
Yeah, so they're going to keep the offense out there. They're going to go
Yeah.
for 2 here, and it could come down possibly, like we were saying earlier, a game tying field goal in this instance.
Yep.
If they get the 2 here,
I was thinking of all the scenarios when I asked
Yeah.
that, and I was like, I don't know. Is that something? Firing successfully, I might add. 2 more. And it is indeed a 3-point game.
19 seconds to go. Georgia 28.
So another thing to keep in mind here, Florida does still have 1 timeout left. I mean, are they going to let him onside this?
See,
There's another question, and there's another question
Same.
with these games.
Exactly. There are instances that absolutely could affect the outcome of the game. I mean, obviously, it is an all-star game, but a lot of bragging rights at stake here. You just hate to see anybody win or lose on a technicality.
Yep.
I think that's my hang-up on it. But regardless of that, we've seen some incredible plays, both individually and collectively. Let me add to that.
Florida lining up for the kickoff.
So they are Going to let him onside kick it, and it is going to be loose. Finally fielded by Georgia at the 45. Whoa. That was about as good as you could potentially have drawn it up.
Yeah, that's exactly how you want that ball to bounce. I mean, hats off to the kicker, though. They take so long to perfect that.
Oh, gosh.
And it's something that doesn't get to be used a lot. So,
yeah,
I got that hop that they wanted, but Georgia hands team.
A lot of pressure in that situation. That's a great point.
So, I mean, Florida one time out here. And oh, nope. That's it.
Yeah, they're going to let it run. And this one will go down as a good one. Final score, Georgia 28, Florida 25. And you, listen, hats off to Team Georgia. Hats off to Team Florida. This has been a great football game.
Absolutely.
Genuinely has.
A great showing by both sides all around the football at all positions.
Yeah.
And you certainly got to think a lot of these guys will be hearing them on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, certainly want to wish all these players the very best. Certainly glad to have showcased their talent here today. Certainly appreciate you tuning in. That'll do it for us here from Daytona. Certainly appreciate it for being on camera. AB, great job, always.
Thank you, sir.
I'm BA. We'll see you next time. You're watching the Quick Cut Sports Network.